Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is time for my YouTube earnings update for the first 2 weeks of March. I can't believe we're already halfway through March. If you are new to this series, I have been doing this for almost a year now. I finally looked, and my first update was in April of last year, 2016. In March, I have to watch that March video again. I actually showed you like my earnings for when I was doing couponing and stuff, and showing you how that was like slipping away fast, which is why I had to go to YouTube full time to try to build up a new business, because I knew, and I have proven myself to be correct, that no matter how hard I worked with coupons, the way the affiliates changed things, there's just no way to make the kind of money that coupon bloggers were making when it was all the rage. I will link to that video down below, and also I'll put it on the end screen if you want to get caught up with how this whole series started. But in April, I started full-time on YouTube, and I started showing my earnings. I think when I do April stats, I will not only compare to the month before, but I think I'll start comparing to the year before. So that might be cool. It'll be fun to see how far I've come in a year. It is not a remarkable change in income, but it is growth, and that's all that matters to me. If you are new, don't back out of this video, because I will be showing you actual statistics in my YouTube account, my earnings. I tell you what countries are my top 10, all kinds of fun stuff, so stick around. And I will have some tips for YouTube content creators at the end of this video also. So let's just get started. 'Twas a good month. I know some of the changes I made have helped. I will tell you that I've made a lot of specific little changes that I think, either some or many or just a mixture of them have helped me greatly. Too many things to name in this video. I will be doing a separate video for those tips. I really want to start spitting out some easy to do YouTube tips and help other content creators. By the way, if you have a YouTube channel, I have a group called Mixed Nuts. We're all part of the Peanut Gallery, but we're a little nutty in a mixed way. Courtney with Love is responsible for that name, so thank you, Courtney, for letting me have Mixed Nuts. We're just a tight little network. We help each other with YouTube videos. I share tips, others share tips, people ask questions. We're all growing together. So if you have a YouTube channel and you'd like to join the group, it's Mixed Nuts. The link is always down below. I believe it's always in the description box. Please do not join if you do not have a YouTube channel. I know some want to join and they say, well, I'd like to start one. Wait till you start one. The group is public. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you are more than welcome to read anything you want in that group and to watch other Peanut Gallery members' videos. That's why I made it a public group, so you're more than welcome to go and see what's going on. And I have more plans for that group too. I'm going to start posting some bloopers in there, just fun things. So do keep an eye on it, and when you do visit there, please support the other content creators. They would love it if you go watch their stuff. Yes, let's get to the stats. I've chatted enough, I think. March of 2017, we are looking at the stats from March 1st through March 15th. I didn't set up stats for a year ago, but when we look at the earnings and stuff, I'll show you the earnings for March of a year ago for the first 2 weeks. I will be comparing to the first 2 weeks of February. Can I say let's just get with it again? Having a hard time listening to myself. Okay, for March, I didn't count how many friggin' videos. Hang on. Alrighty. For March, I had 24 videos for the first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks of February, I had 29. March, first 2 weeks, I almost couldn't believe this. I had to double and triple check. First, let's start with February. First 2 weeks of February, my subs, I got 352 new subscribers, net subscribers. Some come, some go. That's what I was left with, 352. For March, I got a total of 807 net subscribers. That blew my mind. I was sure that I had made a mistake, and I double and triple checked, and nope, that's how many I got. And we got over 10,000 subscribers in all, just I think maybe a week ago, and I'm already over 10,500 now. So it's going fast. I gotta get my 10,000 subbies giveaway up and running. I have to make the tote bag for it. Coming soon. This is going to be a long video. Views. For February, I had
60,908.
So far this month, I have 82,470. So views went up by a lot, over 20,000. But views are not the big thing anymore. It's watch time. My watch time for the first 2 weeks of February was 394,520. My watch time for the first 2 weeks of March, 642,909 minutes. That also blew my mind. And I'll give you a tip at the end telling you what I think helped that. Gotta write that down so I'll remember. Watch time tip. Okay, moving on. My retention, which is usually around 40 to 43%, it was 43% at this point last month. This month it's up to 45%. So the retention is going up, which makes sense because if watch time is going up, that means people are watching more of the video, so I'm keeping them on that particular video. My gender went down. 15% boys, 85% girls. We were at 17% males last month, so we lost a few more boys. They're dropping like flies. Shares, last month at this time I had 163 shares. So far this month, 344 shares. Thank you for sharing. That also helps. I appreciate it so much. I really do. My end screen stats, I've added a few other stats. End screens is one of them. Last month I had 583 clicks at this point, and this month I have 891 clicks. That's at the end of the video. Some videos will pop up and it's showing how many clicks, how many people have actually clicked on one of those videos and at least watched some of it. But I'm also going to give you the percentage of that. So the percentage is not really up. In fact, it's down a little bit. Last month it was 2.76% of all the end screen videos that were shown that actually got a click through. This month it is 2.67%. So still right around there. I have a feeling that's probably going to be the norm, like about 3% of the people who get to that screen and see the videos will actually click through. But I'll be interested in knowing more about that percentage to see if there's a way that I can get them to click more. Again, if you don't make it to the end of my videos, I usually have a little commentary at the end with my end screen, just whatever I feel like saying. Sometimes I want to tell you something that I forgot to tell you in the video, or I'll beg you to click something, or I'll just be funny. So stay to the end. That's all I can say. Now my suggested videos and browser videos, I'm going to start including that. I explained last time that both of those are good ones to have for traffic sources. If you go to analytics and go to traffic sources, you will see where most of your traffic is coming from. I, at the time, had said you really wanted to have suggested videos be the highest. I did a follow-up video on that afterward because I had heard from another YouTuber that browse feature is a little bit more important. Both of them are put out there by YouTube, but browse is put out there like a little bit more. It can be put on the home page and things like that, whereas suggested videos is more geared toward what somebody has already watched. You'll know when you watch something about how to make a candle, you're going to start seeing candle making videos popping up in your site. But if somebody has a real popular video that YouTube thinks is gaining attention about how to brush your teeth, I mean, just something so mundane as that, even though you've never looked at a how to brush your teeth video, you might see it because that's YouTube saying, hey, even if you've never checked something out like this, we'd like you to take a look. And they'll put it in certain parts of YouTube where they think you might see that. So my traffic sources, 54% of my traffic came from suggested videos so far this month, and 23% came from browse. The browse, I think last month, was I a little bit more even? Yes, I was. Last month suggested was 37% and browse was 33%. So I'm going to keep an eye on those stats too. There's really not too much I can do to say to YouTube, hey, I'd rather have you promote this as a browse feature than as a suggested video. But there's ways that we can do it by being clever with tags and titles and comments and description box and all those things. We are down to revenue. Last month, my revenue at this point, which was at the time the best halfway mark that I've had yet, was $168.24. This month, from March 1st through March 15, my revenue is at $224.49. Get out! So that is awesome. There is a very good chance that I will have my first $400 month this month. And you know, if I reach that, you know what happens? The new goal will go to $500. But that doesn't mean I will. Something could happen and things can fluctuate. You guys know that I totally accept that and understand that. I have gone from like $300 to less than $200, like in the very next month. It's all good. It's all part of the game. I don't mind up and down. I just like to see my up and down be more up here than here. And I will be talking about that more in the future too. Lots of tips coming your way. I do believe I can get down to 2 hours of sleep so I can have time for all this. My countries, my country 'tis of thee. Hold the applause. I had a total of 165 countries look at my videos for the first 2 weeks of March. That's a lot. Last month was only 81. Top 10 are US, UK, and Canada. You know, there was one day when I checked and Canada was in second place, but now it has dropped to third place. Come on, Canada. Let's see if you can just make it to second place just once. Maybe I need to start speaking French or something. US, 68% of my watch time. UK, 10%. Canada, 7.2%. Australia, 2.7%. Germany, 1.1%. India, 0.7%. I don't know if that necessarily makes it to the top 10 very often. Hungary, 0.6%. I don't know if that ever has. New Zealand, 0.5%. Sweden, 0.4%. And South Africa, 0.3%. Have we ever had South Africa in the top 10? I think not. My bottom 5 countries were... There's a chance I might be able to pronounce all of these. I don't know. I probably think I'm saying them right, and I'm not. I can't even read the writing on my first one. I'm gonna have to friggin' go look. All right, I looked. I couldn't tell what I wrote. 5th from the bottom is Liberia. 4th from the bottom is... Oh, again, I can't read my writing. British Virgin Islands. 3rd from the bottom is Malawi. 2nd from the bottom, Angola. Oh, I don't know why I have to repeat it. I'm so stupid. And here's the one I'm having trouble with. Bottom place, which had a whole 1 second of watch time. Uzbekistan. Anyone live there? Thank you for my 1 second of watch time. I appreciate it. The others had anywhere between 2 to 6 seconds of watch time. Probably like a whole 10 seconds total. Yes, I'm on a roll. Okay, I have a note here that, did I already say that? I think I did. I will have a link down below and I will put it on my end screen about the full disclosure video that I did last year in March, which is what prompted me to start this series. I think we're done with that stuff. Keeping you for too long. Let's go look at my analytics.
Let's start backwards today. Let's look at 2 years ago. I am looking at March 1st through March 15 of 2015. I started my channel in August of 2014, and for the first few months, I mean, I think I literally made pennies. I can't remember like when I made my first whole dollar. I will look that stuff up and share with you at another time. 2 years ago in March, I was doing only like coupon related stuff, like you will see here. It's, well, I do have a watch me cut my hair. That is, I uploaded that on March 12. That's when I started to experiment with doing other things other than coupon stuff. Like you can see, everything is like Smart Source coupons and Shaw's flyer. But right here, yarn unboxing, My very first time I was on camera was a yarn unboxing for my mother. Everyone was sending her yarn for her birthday, and yarn unboxing part 1 was my very first on screen. I don't see it right here, but I can always link back to that in the description box. Oh, here it is. This is my very first on-screen video. So if you want to go check it out, I'll link to it down below. Before that, I was just doing videos that had only my voice. First 2 weeks of March 2 years ago, I made a total of $9.93, which almost surprises me that it was even that much. That means I got probably close to $20 for that month. And I was, making money with coupons back then, so any little bit that I could make, I was thrilled with. And I still am thrilled with any little bit of money. Somebody can tell me they earned their first 10 cents, and I am their biggest cheerleader. I absolutely love it. Any amount you can make, you should be excited about. You have to have that excitement to be successful. If not, you're going to fail miserably, because you can't get excited about $500 if you're not first excited about a penny. And you can see my lowest day was 32 cents. My highest was $1.21. Again, it was all exciting to me. So now let's go look at 1 year ago. I started to move up in the world. At this point, I still wasn't full-time YouTube, but I was definitely doing more. You can see I still have a lot of coupon things and Shaws, but I was doing tag-alongs at that point. I actually read Amazon reviews. So I was dabbling with all kinds of things, Facebook comments, and my high was $5.12. I must have been excited about that, because look, the rest of the month wasn't that great, and I still had some in the dollar range, but hey, again, I was happy with that. Now let's look at this month. Look at how beyond excited I am. This is my first over $20 day. I have seen it before a couple months back. YouTube had told me on this chart that I had like a day of $21 and something, and then it went away the next day, and it didn't get updated for like 2 weeks. I figured they had some kind of a glitch and made a mistake, and then when it came back, it was only like $12 and something. So I saw it once upon a time, but it wasn't real, and now this one is for real. I made $21.37 on March 12, and I'm very happy about that. Now, you're not seeing it in this chart because I'm only showing you through the 15th, but I will tell you that on the 16th, I went up to $24 and something, so I will at least have two $20-something days in this month. So happy about that. My lowest was $9.40. I'm very happy with that as my low. It's not $3, it's not $2. And let's go look at the videos. How to quilt as you go is my #1 earner so far, and I do want to talk more in depth on another video as to why I believe that one is doing so good. So anxious to share tips with you guys, because when I start to improve, then I know that I'm doing something right, and I like to share those tips with you. And the tote bag, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to scroll. You can pause if you want to study anything. I will take you to the next page. Pause if you want to study anything.
Here's my watch time tip for you. I think the reason I have higher watch time is because I have now been flat out asking for people to watch my entire video. I even did that in this video. Did you notice at the beginning, before I started talking about it, I told you what to expect in this video. That's a good tip that I've learned from the YouTube tipsters that I follow, but it also just makes common sense. Let people know what to expect in that video, so in case they're not sure, they won't back out. Or, if they're not interested in a lot of the content, they can fast forward and at least get to the part that they want to listen to. And if they listen to 2 or 3 minutes of just that part, that counts as watch time for you. If you think you have stuff that people might want to see later on, just tell them, this is what you're going to see in this video. The other thing that I've done differently, and I think I've mentioned it, is that I now talk over my end screen at the end of the video. So again, if people think, oh, I wonder if she said anything funny. You know, a lot of people will watch most of a video, but then when they know that the content is pretty much done and you're winding down, you know, when I start saying, well, I guess that's it for now. I'm just going to go home, and I'm so glad you came out to shop with me today. You know, at that point they think, okay, she's done, and they back out. But there's probably at that point a good minute left of video time. So if they think, well, I've made it this far, I'm going to just continue to watch to see if she says anything at the very end. That's a whole extra minute per person that I'm getting. That might not sound like a lot, but if you have a lot of people watching your videos, that's a lot of minutes. Just try to keep people engaged. Don't let them click out of your video. So that is pretty much all I can think of that I have done to improve my watch time. I have let it be known that watch time is important, and that I appreciate if people watch my entire video. I have started to let people know at the beginning of the video what they can expect throughout the video, and then I have put something at the end of the video that they might hang out for just a little bit longer because they're curious. And my goodness, it worked. Over what? Over 200,000 minutes extra of watch time? I mean, I had almost 250,000 extra minutes of watch time compared to the beginning of February. And again, it might be a fluke. It just might be. That watch time is going to go down. I'm sure it's not going to stay there. But again, you take a few steps forward and maybe only 1 or 2 steps back. A few steps forward, 1 or 2 steps back. That's how it works in this world. The other thing I want to tell you as a tip is you can see that I have been doing YouTube since August of 2014. You saw how I wasn't making any money at all. Now that I'm making a little bit of money, and we're talking a little bit of money in the grand scheme of what people can make on YouTube, my goal is still and always will be $1,000 a week. So $4,000 a month. That is not unrealistic at all. I know people believe in luck, but you create your own luck. Here's what I'm talking about. If you just dabble with YouTube and you have a video here, a video there, you're not really, trying to promote your videos at all. You're just doing it because you just want to do it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if somebody is trying to make a go of it and you say to yourself, I'm not making shit. This just isn't working, so I'm not going to bother. You can't think of it that way. You have to think of what's going to happen in a year from now or 2 years from now. It's possible that you can put a video out there a year from now that will catch YouTube's attention, and it can go viral or semi-viral. I think officially viral is 1 million views. I consider my hair cutting video viral in my world. It's about 250,000 views, like 250,000 views, around there. When that video got seen by many, I had a channel filled with other videos. So they saw that video, they were able to look at my channel, and I had other things to keep them with me. If I would have only had a couple of videos uploaded ever, they would have said, oh, well, she doesn't upload often, she's only done a few videos, and they'll just back out. So you have to have your channel built up for when that day happens. And if you are really trying to make a go of YouTube and you upload videos on a regular basis and you constantly try to improve your content, improve how you present it, learn to be yourself. Don't worry in the beginning if your videos are crap and that you look scared to death. Don't worry about it. It's still content. People like to watch you grow. So you want a good library of videos so that if one does catch YouTube's attention and they promote it, people can check out your channel and say, oh, they've got other stuff that I can go see, and they'll subscribe. So it's not just a matter of luck. And the fact that YouTube even picked one of your videos to promote is also not luck. YouTube is trying harder to promote some of the newer channels because they know you get lost with the massive amount of YouTubers who are already way out there. YouTube doesn't forget about the small channels. They know the small channels can get big. They want to help you to get big. Instead of them having a gazillion top YouTubers out there, they want a gazillion and one. They want you to make it. You have to help them let you do that. You have to show them that you're going to be consistent and that you can at least get 10 new subscribers a month. They want to see some form of growth. They will help you. So give yourself at least a year to grow. Really, do your homework. Go look at all the tips you can. Try to incorporate at least one new tip a week. Take a tip and say, I'm going to start doing this to my videos. You don't have to do it all at once, but you can start incorporating tips into your videos. So if you want to start that, I'm going to tell you the first tip you should start with is try to keep people engaged by letting them know up front what your video is about so that they'll be more tempted to watch the entire video. That's probably the best thing that you can do immediately to help your watch time. And better watch time will give you better earnings. But it is not all luck. It is all work. You have to set yourself up to succeed. You have to set yourself up to let YouTube know you want to succeed. Simple as that. Always treat your channel as though you have already made it big, and other people will see you that way. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. It's probably all bullshit. I don't know. But it is common sense. So I always say go with common sense. Just do it. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
At the top right is that full disclosure video that I was talking about that I recorded last March if you want to go see how this whole series started. On the bottom right is the very first video that I ever showed my face on camera. And if you think this video was helpful, please share. Thanks!